So I love the whole after party effect because it is kind of like a party when you got all these new oils, right? Do you feel like it's Christmas every time you get your order?
Yes, I do.
Yes. All right. So welcome to the BOGO after party. And we are going to get started here. All right. So our first oil that we got is the Adapti. This was our bonus oil that we got free with the BOGO box. When you bought the entire box, you got this free. It's the Adaptiv Touch. And the Adaptiv also comes in a regular 15 milliliter pure oil. This is diluted with fractionated coconut oil already. Or you can get the Adaptiv capsules, which I use when I get anxious or stressed or anything. I love them all. I love diffusing the Adaptiv. I always keep one of the rollers with me and just roll it on my wrist and under my tongue. And it's very uplifting, but calming at the same time. It's kind of, it seems contradictory, but it's what I use. Like if I have a day of work ahead of me where it's like I really need to stay focused and calm and not get overwhelmed, I use the Adaptiv. I will diffuse that Adaptiv as I'm working, because it creates that sustained attention but keeping you calm and stuff. It's a really good balancer. It is a calming plant.
Does this come in the little drops to the
Yep.
capsules?
Yep, it comes in the capsules and the 15 milliliter oil. Yep.
And how do you get someone that you care about to take these?
Well, I would say first, would they be more apt to take a capsule or a pill? Or you could always just diffuse it in the room that they're in and not even say anything.
Oh, hey.
One of those.
I really think my sister would do better if she added some things to her, self.
Yes.
So, maybe the diffuser might be the way to go.
Yeah, if she would diffuse, if she would actually use the diffuser, and there's all different kinds of course, all the oils work with our emotions, and physical and emotional and mental and everything. And so, yeah, that was probably what I would recommend. And the Adaptiv has, and the reason it's kind of both calming and uplifting is the two main ingredients, the lavender and the wild orange. Both those, but it's got the Copaiba, the spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. So it's an amazingly yummy smell, super yummy aroma.
And you can use it with cats. She has 3 cats.
As far as I know, yes. And what I can hook you up with is I've got an ebook on using oils safely with pets. And it covers dogs, cats, even birds, which I'm very happy. And so I can send that to you. I'll send you a link to get that. Cool. All right. So moving on, Copaiba, or sometimes you will hear it pronounced Copaiba, depending on if you're coming from the American language or the Latin American language. And because most of my upline is from Brazil, they pronounce it Copaiba. So the Copaiba I take under my tongue every morning, 1 or 2 drops. I also use, it also comes in a soft gel, which I take at night to help. I combine that with my Serenity soft gels to help me sleep. This is a great oil for clarity and redefinition. It's the oil of unveiling. When we talk about it emotionally, it really works with looking at our ancestral lineage and dealing with our parents' stuff and all of our ancestral stuff, which always affects our worthiness and our self-awareness. This gives us that reason, forgiveness and finding purpose in life. I use it intentionally for my nervous system. When I first started using it, I was living in a high state of anxiety. And so I really, this is my daily, and it works with the body much like CBD oil does. So it works, it affects the body that way. The difference is it's about a third the cost of CBD oil, and you know what you're getting when you get this bottle, because doTERRA really focuses on their purity levels. And I know personally, prior to discovering doTERRA, I had purchased, I think, 3 different CBD oils from 3 different areas of the country, one in Las Vegas, one in California, one in Washington, I think. Every single one of those CBD oils affected me completely differently.
Really?
Oh no, there's no monitoring of what's in those bottles. Just like essential oils, there's no, it can say 100% essential oil on that bottle, but only 10% of the bottle has to be 100% essential oil. That's why buying essential oils at the grocery store or the market or anywhere else, even on Amazon, even if it says doTERRA, buying it on Amazon, it's because Amazon does not sell. I mean, doTERRA, it's like I signed a clause when I sign on. I cannot sell on Amazon. It's like it's illegal to sell doTERRA products on Amazon. So everything that's on Amazon is illegal. Back to my point, you know what you're getting here because doTERRA has their strict testings when you get it straight from the corporation. So, so looking at some of the benefits with Copaiba or Copaiba, it is an antioxidant when taken internally, and it really works to soothe and support that nervous system. You can even use it for your skin to reduce the appearance of blemishes. And if you add it to like some deep blue or some wintergreen or something, it helps soothe the muscles. So it can be applied topically, internally, or diffuse it as well.
Well, I'm anxious to try it.
Yeah,
It should be in my mailbox today.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, and we get this in Central and South America. That's where it comes from. All right, lavender. Everybody knows and loves lavender. And this is the oil of communication. It works really well with the skin, sleep, and stress. I had some interesting, I don't even know what you call it, blisters appear on my hands while I was driving across the country that I thought were like bug bites because I was staying in some kind of shady motels, but it turns out they weren't. And what we've gone back to, it was a form of like shingles. And when they started to heal, I was using the lavender and I was using another blend that was a blend of lavender, frankincense, and peppermint for the itch because they itched really bad. But when I started applying the lavender neat on my skin, that's when they just like, you could almost watch it start healing. It was crazy. It was
just
wonderful.
Full strength. You applied it just full strength.
Yeah, this is one oil that can be used neat on adults. I highly recommend diluting it with fractionated coconut oil for the kids, just because. And you've got that amazing lavender scent. It's good for the skin. It does reduce feelings of tension, helps with sleep. I put a drop in my evening tea at night, just one drop to help, wind me down and get me to sleep. And it's just great. It's great. You can use it internally, diffuse it, or topically as well. It's one of those great all-around oils that should be in everybody's medicine cabinet. It's also really good for burns. Like if you
I love lavender.
Or even a sunburn, it takes that burn right away. And a little fun fact, it takes 35 pounds of lavender flowers to produce just one 15 milliliter bottle of lavender oil.
Wow.
35 pounds of lavender flowers right in there. It's kind of crazy. And I've got somebody deciding he might be joining us here in a minute. And all right, On Guard.
I've been using tons of that.
Yep. As soon as this whole, I mean, I was using it before, but as soon as the whole lockdown hit, I doubled up, and I've been diffusing it. If I ever had anybody come to my house, I diffuse it. I use the OnGuard sanitizer. I clean with the OnGuard. It's there. And since I've been traveling with my relocation back to Florida, I take the OnGuard Softgels, the OnGuard Plus, and now we also have the OnGuard chewables that also include zinc and vitamin D to really boost that immune support. I mean, it's fantastic. And you've got your OnGuard toothpaste and mouthwash. So every time you use any of these cleaning products or hand wash or anything, you're boosting your immune system. I highly recommend the entire OnGuard line for everything. And keeping one of those hand sanitizer sprays in your purse. And it not only boosts your immune system at the same time as sanitizing, but it doesn't dry out your hands. Like you get some of the hands.
That alcohol
and stuff. And this does not have that. And so your hands smell good and are not dry. It's amazing. And you can even make your own get a little spray bottle, make your own hand sanitizer just by using what's in this bottle. And this again can be used by diffusing it. So aromatically, you can ingest it. I put it in my coffee. It's got a cinnamon taste to it, cinnamon and orange and clove, eucalyptus and rosemary. So these are all ingestible, and you can also apply it. I made roller for my granddaughter to put it on the bottom of your feet every morning, which she does, and it has really helped her stay healthy going to daycare all the time. Where when the other kids had gotten really sick, we've noticed she hasn't gotten, or even if she got sick, the symptoms weren't nearly as severe. So it's really helps boost with the immune system, and even helps when you take it regularly, can help with the environmental and seasonal threats and stuff. And this gives us that protected, capable, independent, strong feeling, and helps us maintain clear boundaries. So it is the protective blend. All right, Rose, I'm so excited this was in the BOGO box because I have been waiting to treat myself to Rose, and I finally got my Rose Touch. This is the oil of divine love. This is also known as the queen of all oils. You might know that frankincense is the king of all oils. Rose is the queen of all oils. It's authentic, it's loved, it's beauty. Rose oil has the highest vibrational frequency that there is. And so using the rose oil also raises your vibration. So we can affirm when we do this, my heart is a magnet for love and miracles. And we can just roll some of that on the heart, on the wrist. I like to put some behind my ears here. I mean, it's amazing. So you can use it on your pulse points. It also helps with skin imperfections.
Go back down till 10:30.
It's great for intimacy, and it's great for the skin tone and the healthy complexion. I've been using it around my eyes and stuff as well. So it really helps balance emotions, and it's a pretty amazing oil. And we with the Rose Touch, like the Rose 5 milliliter is like over $200, and so by them making the Rose Touch, it makes it a little bit more affordable. But go ahead and diluting it already. So that's a definite.
So I need to get one of these, huh?
Yes, because it's so, and it's just so special, that smell, and it makes it makes me feel very loved. Just that smell. It's like I feel loved when I treat myself, when I put this on. It's amazing. Arborvitae, super excited to get this. This has been coming up for me as an oil with the transition I'm going through and everything, that this was something that I could use emotionally in that place of surrender and trusting and finding grace with my move and shopping for a boat. And it's like I'm basically, I like to say, at home free right now because I'm staying at some friend's home while I shop for a boat. And so it's like that just surrendering to what happens. It's this oil was highly recommended. So this is the oil of divine grace. It's a very woody, majestic scent. It's very grounding scent. It's a cleaning. You can use it to clean. It protects against seasonal and environmental threats. It's very, very powerful and cleansing and purifying agent. And it also works as an insect repellent. And you can make, what is it down here? 4 drops of Arborvitae, 2 drops of lemon with fraction of coconut oil for a natural wood preservative and polish. Yeah, and you can bet I'm going to be using this when I get on my boat with lots and lots of wood on my boat. So using this is I'm super excited to have this.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
The Arborvitae, yeah, I hadn't either, honestly, until just a few months ago when it was starting to, like, you need to get some Arborvitae. All right, the Tumeric dual chamber capsules. These are great for inflammation. We've all heard of turmeric with the inflammations and stuff, and there's 2 parts to when we break down the chemical components of turmeric. They're the tumerones and the curcuminoids. And when you just buy turmeric off the shelf, you're either getting one or the other. And I can't remember now. It's like you get one. Usually it's one. You get one of them from, like, if you buy a turmeric supplement, the powdered form, it's one of the other. And then if you eat fresh turmeric, it's the other one. With using the oil and the powder, you get both. And so when you look at the capsule, let me open this up here. Open mine yet, this new one. It looks pretty cool.
This turmeric contains both of those.
Yep, it contains the tumerones and the curcuminoids, and hopefully I'm pronouncing those right. But I'm not
Sounds
sure
good to me.
but you can see the oil and the powder in there.
Oh, okay.
So they're the dual capsule. So you get both parts of the
So, I've taken capsules and they just go through me. I mean, it's like an explosion. So I don't know. I've got some gel turmeric and I probably take it maybe once a month, and then I just feel like that it just is very powerful in my body. I it's hard for my body
You
to.
want to try this because of this delivery system, how it is. It gives that result of better absorption. So the body's able to actually absorb it the way it's supposed to be absorbed.
Maybe. I do take Boswellia as an inflammatory, and it works great.
Frankincense. Yeah, that's frankincense. That's where the frankincense comes from, is the Boswellia tree. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, because frankincense wasn't part of the package, but I also do a drop of frankincense under my tongue every morning to help.
I diffuse mine every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of great things about these dual chamber capsules. And of course, we also have the turmeric oil you can get as well for cooking and whatnot. This is the oil of restoration because it really helps with the body's natural defenses and joint support and inflammation. And it really helps fight against free radicals and lets the body respond normally and naturally to the inflammatory responses.
I tried the Standard Process brand. Have you heard of that before?
No.
Standard Process. That's what my chiropractor uses,
Yeah.
that brand. And oh my gosh, I would just burp it and have heartburn. And I have just struggled trying to take turmeric, just saying.
Yeah. 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 I would highly suggest trying this because you don't know what's in those that you got before.
Well, the Standard Process is supposed to be, my chiropractor has done all his research on it. So, I mean, it's pure enough, but I don't know how they do the turmeric. And it could be, like you said, one or the other.
Yeah.
That's not working for me.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, and we can play with that later and talk about it and see if we can get something that works for you. For sure. So moving on to the Wintergreen, another one that I did not have in my arsenal, and I'm super excited to have gotten the oil of surrender. This is really warming, relieving, repairing. I used this the other day on a friend of mine who had gout in his foot. I used the Wintergreen with some lemongrass in the evening. His foot was really super swollen. The next morning, all the swelling was gone. So it's like, this is powerful stuff. It's very kind of stimulating. So it gets the blood flowing. It's uplifting. I mean, it's great for after a long workout or a strenuous exercise. And it's kind of sweet and minty. You can use it in a bath or a massage, anything. You can use it as a room freshener in a spray bottle. Its emotional benefits are again surrender and teachable and being strengthened. So it's this strong because when you surrender, which is the oil of surrender, you get to be open to strength and teachings, and it's wonderful. So it's just strong-willed individuals to let go. Me. Yeah, combined with Arborvitae and frankincense for this. It's going to be great. I'm super excited about the Wintergreen. Lots of good stuff for that. And Helichrysum. I have had Helichrysum in my first aid kit for a long time too. This is another very high vibrational oil. I think it might be number 2 underneath rose, actually. It's kind of a sweet, very subtle aroma, and it's emotional healing. It's the oil of emotional healing, but it really promotes transformation and hope and courage. But it also is really good for the skin, for blemishes, wrinkles. You can apply it with lavender for razor bumps after you shave. Use it for irritations or muscle support, ear support. I've also used it on my granddaughter's bruises or cuts, putting it on there. Yeah, so this is another amazing oil. Right. Peppermint. I go through these like crazy. When I first got them, I thought, I'm never going to use this. It's so strong. But
So did I.
It's like crazy now. Actually, I take my coffee, I make mocha mint mochas. I don't know what you call them, but in my coffee or my mushroom, I put cacao and a couple drops of the peppermint, and it's like it tastes
That
just
sounds
like
yummy.
Starbucks, but it's all healthy for me. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. But peppermint is the oil of the buoyant heart, which just saying that just like makes me lift up. It's a very high menthol content, so it really sets it apart. And it's one of our most popular oils. It
Oh, I'm
promotes
sure.
healthy respiratory function and clear breathing. If you just smell it, you know that it cleans things right up. It also helps the digestive health when taken internally. If you're nauseous or have eaten too much, you can put a couple drops of peppermint in some hot tea or just some water and drink it down, and it's going to soothe the belly. I've also, when my grandkids have had the flu or something, I just kind of wave it underneath their nose, and it helps with the nausea, just that little bit. It repels bugs, muscle and joint support, and it's also very cleansing. So you can make cleanser, take it over. The thing I love most about peppermint is using it for headaches or that mid-afternoon slump when you're just like, oh my God, I still have a couple more hours to go. I like to take a drop of peppermint and a drop of wild orange and rub the hands together, and be very careful to keep your hands away from your eyes. Don't, do this or you're going to be watering eyes for a while, but just take a couple whiffs of that. And then I rub the excess oil on the back of my neck. And within seconds, it's like I am wide awake and ready for the rest of the day. And it really, really is uplifting, and it helps with any headaches and stuff. It's an amazing, amazing oil. All right, the OnGuard Softgels. I talked a little bit about these when I was talking about the OnGuard oil, and this is the plus. So it's got just so much stuff in here, so much good stuff for the immune system. And I'm trying to see. Yeah, there's just a ton. It's here we go. Oregano leaf, rosemary helps the digestive system. The lemon balm leaf helps the healthy immune system. Eucalyptus, wild orange peel protects the body against seasonal threats. The clove bud is a healthy immune system. Black pepper seed, healthy inflammation. And cinnamon leaf is the healthy immune function too. So lots of good oils in here for protecting the body and strengthening that immune system, which we all need right now. It really, really supports that immune system. And I have not, excuse me, since the first lockdown, I have been, like I said earlier, doubling down on the oil. And now I take these OnGuard Softgels twice a day because I'm traveling and I'm doing stuff and I've got a lot going on. And as we know, stress can cause your immune system to lower or get a little bit less strong. So I feel super confident in my immune system being as strong as it can be. And I have no fear whatsoever in my travels and going on. So that is a great thing for your immune system. And the Breathe oil, which is another one that I live with every single day. I actually make a little roller with it and rub it under my nose. When I was in Idaho, I got really bad allergies. Whenever I'm back in the Northwest, my allergies just are like, the first 9 months I was in Idaho, I was miserable because I couldn't breathe. I was just coughing all the time. As soon as I got turned on to this Breathe, all my allergy symptoms went away. And I find even being back in Florida, every once in a while, being in the house with the air conditioning and stuff, I'll get a little stuffed up and I'll just rub a little bit under my nose and everything opens up.
I bought some of the stick stuff of it for my sister's grandson, who's 3.
Good.
Yeah, and I said, because the mom wanted to try to do things natural, and I just got some of this and said, use this when he goes to bed, little here. And it's seems to help. The thing with the grandson is one day he seems allergic, the next day he's fine. You know, and if he goes outside and plays in grass, he may, plug up, or I don't know. He's really young. I don't know. I wish them luck.
Well, as long as he knows that when he starts feeling that way, to just grab his breathe. Like I've been teaching my grandkids, and they know when to use them and where they are all the time.
Well,
They-
hopefully
they're
that
more
she would
intuitive.
do that.
Yeah, the kids are more intuitive, and so they know that this is good stuff. They're closer to source, so they get it. And I also like to use this before I get on my yoga mat too, because it helps so much of yoga is the breathing, and it really helps open everything up. So it really opens up those airways, and it helps with sleeping at night. If anybody helps with, I've heard, I don't have personal experience with this, but I hear that because it opens everything up, it helps with snoring disorders, and that sometimes can keep you up. So it really helps sleep at night. I make sure and add some of the breathe to my sleep, my nighttime diffuser blend. And that is really helps emotionally. You feel loved, supported, open, and trusting, because it really works with that heart chakra area, that opening of the heart and the chest. And because the lungs deal with or associated with the emotion of grief, it's a really good oil to have during times of loss, because it really helps let go of that grief and sadness. It helps process it properly, because we're working with the lungs. All right, and that is it for the BOGO box, the BOGO after party. And I do want to say we've got a lot of holiday gifts coming up, and on Tuesday, I am going to be up Tuesday the 30th at noon Eastern time again. I'm going to be doing another, hopefully Facebook Live. Hopefully I can figure that out for Tuesday's class. Otherwise, we'll just be here, and I'm going to go through all of the products for our holiday gift giving line, our gift line, which there's some really cool stuff, really cool, amazing stuff. I have to be honest, I have already ordered the koala bear for my granddaughter for Christmas, and I've got a few other things, but some of the things I'm going to get for myself. I'm going to give them to myself for Christmas. But yeah, there's some great stuff. So I'm going to go through all of those products on Tuesday the 30th at noon Eastern time. So hopefully you can jump in there. I've got the event in there as well. And otherwise, you have a great day, and I will connect with you soon.